Hi everyone, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to my channel. So, a little different background. The weather where I'm at is so gorgeous today. I just had to come outside and there's no wind and it's just beautiful sunshine, and so I got my backdrop here. So, I just want to enjoy the weather. Anyway, this is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in the world. Today, I would like to do our week ahead video. And this is going to be looking at what's going to be happening in the news and other as we look at this next week. So I will go ahead and shuffle up the cards and we'll get started. Now, when I did an opening meditation to just kind of look at our week ahead, I got an interesting picture of a yacht or a boat and a scuba diver. Now, here's what I saw coming up. I saw a scuba diver in full gear get everything together, and they sit on the edge of the boat, backflip into the water. I see them going down. I see the guide rope and everything, and they're going down and down and down. And there's either a shipwreck that's below or something like a submarine or some submerged vessel, and it's like an exciting find, and I get a good feeling with it, and it feels as though this team has been looking for something and they've found what they're looking for. So there's I got the sense of like champagne up on the yacht, so when people come back up there's like a celebration, everybody's happy. I just got good feelings with it, whether or not there's literal champagne or whether that was symbolic of joy and happiness. That's kind of what I saw. So something about a discovery or something that someone was looking for in the water that was found. So we may see something like that in the news this week. I kind of thought maybe off the coast of California. I don't know if that's exact or not, but that's kind of what I saw. Okay. All right. Now for the cards. Okay, so in the news, kind of what we see happening this week, I've got the Five of Sky. It came in reverse, but I'll show it to you upright. I got my cat deck this week. So this scene here is there's one cat in the middle, and these other cats are looking like they're trying and getting ready to pounce. And it's the energy of fighting. Also kind of like you've got something cornered, somebody cornered, and you're just there to kind of clean up and take the spoils of battle, but it's really leaving somebody vulnerable, and it's kind of an unfair situation, but it's like circling the wagons and finishing someone off. Okay. That person feels very like they're just kind of left really vulnerable feeling. And the feeling of those that are trying to manipulate the circumstances around this person feels very dishonest, kind of icky, and that's that reversal. I think it's not a nice feeling. I'm wondering if this is the postmaster. I know that's going to be kind of big in the news this week, and I feel like he's kind of being cornered and put in a very vulnerable position, and it feels like there's several that have the upper hand, that are doing what they can to circle the wagons and kind of take him out, and it feels like being ganged up on. And he's really kind of like, it feels like between a rock and a hard place. Like it feels like his intentions are of being of integrity, and being kind of like sleight of hand. How do you describe this feeling I'm getting with this? He's being ganged up on, we'll put it that way. But I don't feel like it's completely warranted. It feels like it's a bit of an unfair, like a bully situation. He's basically being bullied, okay? So we may be seeing some of that this week with him. Unfortunately, that's kind of not a nice feeling with that. So the hidden influence, we have a reversal on the Empress. Interesting, because, and that's facing right back into this card. The Empress reversed. I'll show it to you upright so you can see the picture, but the Empress is the nurture card, the loving, caring card, and it's reversed, and it's facing right back onto that kind of fighting situation of somebody being ganged up on. And that's not a nice feeling either, because what should be a caring, concern situation is turning into a really kind of an awful feeling with it. So anyway, that's not good for that situation, but that's kind of what I see coming up. Now, what is leaving? We've got a nice card, the Nine of Earth. Nine of Pentacles in the regular tarot, but that's a card of kind of your success, abundance, luxury, and to have that kind of be moving into the past, like a good situation or something that has been good. And I feel like, again, this is centered around the hearings, because that's kind of leaving, and on the future, like what lies ahead is this indecision. Like it's taking a good situation and kind of distorting it, remaking it. Sorry, had a little interruption there. Remaking it, and then you've got this having to weigh choices, weigh your options. We're taking this situation, and now we're going to figure out what we're going to do about it. But the situation that you're leaving behind was actually good. And again, I'm feeling like this is that post office thing. Things are basically in a good position, and now it's like we got to fix what's not broken. What's the Hope is the next card, the Hope. And now this is nice to have. We have the reversed moon. Now the moon card is about the veil, what's behind the veil, the illusion. And when it's reversed, it indicates possibly the deeper levels of the veil, which is like being deceived or deception. And if that's the Hope, then we can hope. Hope is either going to shine the light on hidden motives, that there's going to be some type of light shed or exposure of ulterior motives, I'm just going to say. Okay. So that's good. That's being exposed. Okay. All right. Now the lesson this week, I'm going to take this one to heart. We have the Nine of Sea. It's reversed. This is a really positive card, and this is like your wish being granted. It's the wish card. And if that's the lesson this week, I think the lesson is to have faith and to not lose heart and to not lose faith, because things are working out. This is a card of having your wish being granted. So whatever this whole situation brewing this week, to have faith, number one, that darkness is being exposed, that hidden motives and ulterior motives, and perhaps the moon card is right underneath this card again, kind of all centered around this ganging up on somebody. That's going to be highlighted, and it's going to basically show this cat in the middle being kind of picked on. This is not lose heart over that, okay? Not lose heart over appearances, because there is something underneath that is working for the greater good, okay? Now, when I was shuffling up the cards and I was laying out how I wanted to do this spread, something that came to me as I was shuffling was the role of karma. And I wasn't sure what that meant in terms of how that would play out this week or what that was trying to tell me. So I wrote it down. I thought I'll pull a card on it. But what I was sensing was karma, the great equalizer. And what role will karma play this week? So there's something about either somebody having a karmic influence, basically reaping the rewards of what you sowed, reaping what you sowed. But we had this card, the Ace of Fire. So this is a powerful creative energy, very powerful. And I think that there is something karmic playing out this week. Somebody's going to have their justice due, or have their comeuppance, or however you want to say it. But karma is going to be very influential, probably in the political realm this week. We may see some justice served this week. And it's all balancing out. That's all karma does, is it brings things that are out of balance back into balance and keeps the wheel of life flowing. Okay, so karma is a necessary thing. Sometimes it's harsh. Sometimes if we resist it, it's definitely more harsh. But if we learn to flow with what karma is bringing us, then we can sometimes mitigate the harshness of it and just kind of flow with it until things kind of settle out. But there's something about karma this week that is going to play a big role, and I think we're going to actually see somebody getting their just desserts. Okay, I don't know who or how, but just look for that to play a role this week. Okay. I think that's all for this week. It seems like the political thing is kind of going to be dominating the news, and so that's probably what we're going to be seeing mostly. So, but again, something with the scuba divers too, and finding something, lost treasure or something that they've looked for, maybe just a wreck that they were trying to find. Anyway, that's what I got for this week. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.